All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mesopotamia. Say what? So, if you notice my voice is a little weird, that's because I believe I have come under the weather just a little bit. I've been coughing a little bit, sniffling, have that tingly feeling in my nasal passages. That means that maybe I have a little bit of a sickness going on. Right now, what's happening in the Midwest is we're buckling down for a storm that's supposed to hit tonight. It's some sort of Arctic inversion or something. It should be snowing all night long, and then in the morning hitting below zero temperatures. If you're from anywhere other than the United States, below zero um, means freezing, right? Zero is freezing in Celsius, centigrade. But in the U.S., below zero means way below freezing. So for us, 32 is freezing. So when it's below zero here, it's fucking cold. It's like kill you cold. So it's getting really weird down here in the Midwest. Anyway, we're waiting for those storms to roll in. And, as of right now, I think I'm going to work tomorrow. But, I also don't think I'm going to work tomorrow because if it really does snow all night and then go get that cold, then people don't need to be out driving. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping I don't have to go in tomorrow, but we will see. Capitalism. You gotta love it. Funny thing is, my office, we serve the public. Nobody's coming in tomorrow because they're all going to be shivering in their homes. Nobody's coming out in 0 degrees temperatures. I'm trying to think of Celsius, like zero in Fahrenheit is probably like, I don't know, -20 Celsius. Not sure. Didn't check that at all. But it's really fucking cold. So anyway, it's one of those deals where like they could be cool and just say, hey, don't come in. Don't worry about it. In fact, my company is in a building that has a bunch of different companies in it, and a bunch of different there's state entities, Missouri state entities there. Uh, Everyone called off tomorrow. Everyone except for us. So as of right now, I'm going in tomorrow, but I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that I don't have to go. All right, so just want to show you what's continuing to happen here. I'm very happy about the way things are developing. You can see other players are super expanding here. You can see Jack R's here is expanding and doing a great job of coming up to the oil field here. You can see across the map, we have a couple that I have vision with, doing a great job of expanding. This guy has actually expanded into the other quadrant, which is ballsy AF, because that means there's just that much more chance that a noob will attack you. But no noob has attacked them. So far, these guys expanding wildly have been having great luck. The reason I don't do that is I'm just ultra paranoid about noobs attacking me. Every game I play, this guy's not at war with anyone. I'm not understanding this. According to this, he's not at war with anyone. Not at war with anyone. And yet, he's actively attacking. I don't get it. And you can say, well, that's a future attack. Obviously, that will be an attack. But he's been actively moving forward here. This territory, for instance, is recovering because he just captured it. So I don't know why it doesn't say that he's at war with the Ottoman Eighth, because he is. So something weird is happening there. But look at this guy. Look at this son of a bitch. This guy, he's the one to watch right here. German East Africa, who is Fire Blaster 15. He's going after both local oil fields at the same time. I've never done that. I'll go after one, consolidate it, and start to, industrialize it, and then I'll go after the other one. But he's going after both at the same time. Pretty ballsy stuff. My friend over here, James Kalawa, he's going for Baghdad with most of his stuff here and really just sort of taking territory. But he's also wrapping around over here and looking at this oil field. So there's some interesting stuff going on over here. He asked me, would I go ahead and attack this territory here so we could no longer be at war, which makes a lot of sense. That's a good idea. If we scroll out, we can see that is the last territory every other territory has been taken over by a player character on this quadrant. But I do not want another territory adjacent to the core. So just project yourself into the future here. Oh, by the way, I do have 3 cannon on the board. I didn't mention that, but they have birthed, and I'm super stoked because I have 3 more cannon building, and I have level 3 factories building. So everything's going according to plan, and I have a railway path all the way to the core. So you can see it's slowly developing here. I've got railways in all 3 of my home territories here, which are, it's boosting production, obviously. And then these are straight up about multiplying my speed. So here you can see, oh, no, it went over to here. Here you can see almost developed, all the way out to here, almost developed, over, now it's fresh, barely developed, all the way to the front, which is barely developed as well. So the idea being, though, as I start to send more and more material along that railway, they'll get there fast. And that really does matter. It matters a lot. If you produce something and it takes, a day, say once you get level 4 factories, it takes a day to build a cannon. Well, that's great. You can build them fast. But then how long does it take them to get to the front? That matters too. That's kind of part of the production, as far as I'm concerned, part of the production time. So if you can get to them to the front 2.5 times faster, that's huge. Right? So instead of 2.5 days, it takes 1 day. So it's pretty big. I'm a big believer in having that corridor. So the corridor is fully built. It's still, the planning has been built. I guess you could say it's not fully built yet, but all the money's been invested. It's on its way. So I'm super stoked about that. I've got level 3 factories on the way. I've got 3 more artillery on the way. So within a couple days, I'm going to have all 10 artillery that I want on the map. I'm also going to be able to start bringing these guys who I have defensively on my border. I'm paranoid about the noobs. So I've been just keeping big groups here. I've got 10 here that I've left, 20 here, 20 here, 21 here, and 20 here, just to guard against people on my eastern border here. But I can depopulate that pretty quickly, and I believe I can get about 200 infantry over here. So what I'll have 200 infantry, 4 cars, 1 cavalry. I lost my other 3. And I'll have 10 cannon. Now, what I need to decide is, do I want to let Belgium attack in first? And I think I might do that. I might let Belgium attack in first, just to draw attention away from the front. And in that way, maybe be able to take, the main thing is to take Najaf proper, this double oil here. And this is not just a double oil, by the way. This is a double oil. This is a super powered oil. If you look over here, you can see 11,000. 11,000. A normal double province, even back here, we can see is 9,000. And this is a double province that is developed, that has a lot of stuff that multiplies that. So, of course, the railway is plus 33% development. Level 2 factory is plus, 16, 17% production. So this is already well developed, and it's only 9,300. If you look at this core here, well, there's a factory there. That's good, but no railways. But it's just huge. It's like a super powered double. So I think I'm just going to wait and see what happens here. And, once I have my 10 artillery, I can think about attacking in. But I do also want to see what happens over here with Belgium. We'll see what goes down. My friend over here, James Kalawa from Morocco, he's wrapping this, but he's not presenting any real threat to the core here. All of his artillery are over by Baghdad. So I've tried to tell him that Baghdad is a nasty, nasty monster. Baghdad, so, I don't attack into the local oil field until I have at least 10 cannon. And I prefer to have 200 to 300 infantry. I also like to have armored cars for the hit points, and maybe, some cavalry for the attack. But even then, it's a close call when I attack into my local oil field. The local oil field has 5 territories. Baghdad has 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 around the edges, and and in the middle, the mega. Look at that, 30,000. That's like a double, double, double in there, oil field. But in there also is tons of artillery, tons of infantry. And whenever you attack in, they all swarm to you. They all just run directly to you. So I don't know why he's really attacking towards Baghdad. I'm just interested to see what he's going to do. He's just expanding his territory, which is not a bad thing. Developing outward, expanding territory, laying claim on positions in the map, that's not a bad thing. It does worry me just a little bit that this super powerful player over here, Germany, East Africa, also seems to be pushing up to the canal, but he hasn't crossed it yet. So we'll see what happens moving forward. There's a lot of interesting things happening on the map. For now, let's just leave it at this. I'm waiting for this next generation of cannons to develop. Right now, it looks like it's going to be a 2-day proposition. But don't forget, once this level 3 factory is halfway done, it'll shorten this time once again. So that's the advantage of building a factory underneath a presently building military piece. So that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and move on with our lives. Thanks for checking in. This is a fun mode. I love this mode. It's a weird mode. It's unusual. There's a lot of things that are sort of very different from standard mode in terms of not wanting to be at war with other player characters, in terms of only one person can win, in terms of grabbing an oil field early but not too early. There's a lot of intricate strategy things happening here, and that's why I love this mode so much. So thanks for joining me here in Mesopotamia. I'll see y'all next time. Adios, amigos.